Hi, I'm Tom again for GM Trucks, and in just a few minutes we're going to be talking to a subject matter expert, somebody in the development, marketing, PR team, somebody who really knows about this Ford Lightning, which is such an exciting product. When Jim Farley introduced this truck at what we call the Glass House, those of us who live near Detroit call the Glass House, and were stunned by its price point of $39,500. And they're really going to stick to that. They're really going to try and bring out trucks like this Lightning at that price point. Well, of course, they're going to bring out some other ones with more exciting features like bidirectional charging, so you can charge your workplace or your home, and a larger battery and all of that. But think about it. For a work truck, $39,500, for something that is this modern, this interesting. How did Ford do it? Why did they go in the direction that they went? What are the attributes of this truck that make it special? Where do they think it fits into the marketplace? Will they bring out a different electrified truck? I'm sure they won't tell us.
I'm Jason Turnbull. I'm the marketing manager for the F-150 Lightning. I've been working on this product since the beginning, so for over 3.5 years. So I'm very excited to show you. This is the F-150 Lightning. It's all electric. It's 100% 4x4, 100% dual motor. It's the fastest F-150 that we've ever basically produced. It's also the most aerodynamic as well. And obviously it's an EV. So if you look in the front, because we don't have a traditional engine, so up front with the Mega Power Frunk. Mega, because it's the largest front trunk in the industry. Power, because it's 2.4 kilowatts of explorable power from the front. And then Frunk, because it's a front trunk. We really thought through this. Because we don't have an engine, we want to maximize the space. So it doesn't matter from a tailgate to a campsite, from a miter saw to luggage, it will fit your things. We have grocery hooks. We have a drain underneath. We have a cargo management system. And the key thing is we want to design it as a platform. So we didn't want to specialize it and really kind of narrow it down. So we maximized the space, made it as versatile as possible. And really, we think our customers are going to love it. So we've been wanting to do electric truck for a while. We felt now is the right time. There's two major macro kind of factors. One is battery costs have been coming down, so we can charge at an affordable price point, and then also the EV charging infrastructure has come up. So 5 years ago it wasn't possible. Now it is. From our strategies when we were developing the product is we wanted to electrify our icon, and this is not a niche play. So from day one, we knew we had to target fleet customers, we had to target retail customers, the whole bandwidth of usage cases. So we really felt in our basic strategy is to have a traditional frame, fit the battery under the frame, have the dual motors, and really make sure it's as durable or more than a traditional F-Series. It's built for tough. It goes through all the same testing, but at the same time is not radically change something if we didn't have to. We made strategic choices, such as we share the cab and the 5.5-foot bed with our other F-150 counterparts. That is to get the cost down, as well as we already have 45 years of sales leadership. So why change something if it's not broken? Specifically on the 5.5-foot bed is from the fleet customer retail is we want to make the transition from gas to EV as seamless as possible. We don't want to make our customers buy all new accessories. So from a tonneau cover to a toolbox to aftermarket equipment, if it fits in the current bed in the gasoline truck, it'll fit in the Lightning. So we want to have that plug-and-play approach as well. Yeah, so if you go around here, so we have two key technologies that are really leveraging the battery. One is what we call Pro Power on Board. Is on our vehicle we have 11 outlets. We have 10 120 volt outlets and 1 240 volt in the bed. We have up to 9.6 kilowatts of power. So you can plug in anything that you want and it'll power it. Separately, we have a technology called Ford Intelligent Backup Power, and that is through the charge port door. If we walk around here, is when you're charging at home, you basically plug in. It charges the battery. we said, well, why can't we use this giant battery to basically be a power source for your home? So we have a brand new Ford Charge Station Pro 80 amp wall box that has the technology. So when the power goes out with the right home integration system, is it reverses that power, uses the battery, converts it to DC power, and then powers your home with it. And that is, you can't do that in a current gasoline engine truck. Yep, so this is the CCS. So on the AC, it's the J1772, and then we also have the CCS, so we have the DC right here. So when you plug it in for that backup power, you plug in both. It's AC home charging, and then it uses the DC plugs to basically convert that power basically back. A key thing, we know 90% of our reservation holders are new to EV. A lot are new to Ford, and a lot are just unfamiliar in general about charging. It's one thing for them to buy the Lightning. It's another thing to make sure that when they get home, they have the right charging setup and they know how to use it. So what we've done is we partnered with basically Sunrun, which is an expert in the field of backup generator, basically solar panel. So what's going to happen is when a customer orders the F-150 Lightning, we'll work with Sunrun. Sunrun will contact them before delivery, and it's almost like a white glove. So they'll go on site. They'll say, "Hey, Mr. Customer, do you just want to basically basic wall box charging? Do you want the backup generator system? Do you want solar panels?" Because we know it's a big unknown, so we want to make sure we hold their hand through that whole process as well. And that's a key thing is, one, we can lower the cost through a solar power purchase agreement, meaning it's no cost to the customer. Basically, Sunrun benefits from taking some of that energy back from the solar panels, and at the same time, almost a net zero kind of contribution to the grid as well. Sunrun is going to be primarily on that retail side customer. We have a whole different Ford Pro charging solutions, and that's where, let's say a giant company such as U-Haul, they want to buy X amount of trucks. They say, hey, I don't want to deal with utilities. It seems complicated. We actually have Ford Pro consultants that will go in, work with them, what their needs are, what their usage is, how many chargers that they need, and then actually provide a service to work and almost do the hard work of getting the permits, giving the licensed electrician. So from the fleet side, it's similar but different, where that depot charging is going to be critical for that seamless transition from gas to basic EVs. Yeah, so we have 7.2 kilowatts of power in the bed. Right here, we have one 240 volt. And what's cool about this 240 volt is that enables vehicle-to-vehicle charging. So coming from the mobile charge cord that we are providing with all our trucks is, yes, you can plug into here, drive up to any EV, and then actually use the Lightning to charge another EV. And then also we have 4 more 120 volts in the bed, basically as well.
What has the response from contractors been?
It's been phenomenal. So step one is the Frunk. They go, I have so much stuff that's rattling around in my second row, my bed, and now it's dry lockable. Specifically around the 240 volt, now they can do anything. Before it was welding, where they go, yes, you have outlets, but I need that 30 amp kind of power. Now we provide that. So we were just at Dutton Ranch in California, and a great usage is they have a welder, they have a backup generator that they lug into a pickup and go and unfix their kind of vines of metal to weld. They go, I don't have to do it anymore. I literally just drive the Lightning up, basically plug the welder in, and then go and then come back. So it saves them a lot of time and effort as well. So the biggest difference is the tailgate. So the bed inner is identical. And again, that was critical for us to share all accessories that we currently have on F-150. This tailgate design is a little different. So it's power up, down 100%. It has the same tailgate work surface and step as the gas. But as you can tell, we have a different design and we have the signature lighting. And what's really cool about this is we really basically thought through it, where we have reverse lights here, but let's say either you're going down the road with the tailgate down, or basically you're at night and you want to work. We have redundant reverse lights here on the side. So one, it can shine down on the tailgate at night, as well as be utilized as basically reverse lights when the tailgate is down. We really think that our strategy of providing a wide bandwidth of pricing, it starts at under $40,000 before any tax incentives. That's in parity with gas, all the way up to our $90,000 Platinum, and we're launching those trim series all at the same time. There's no staggered approach. We really believe to increase and be the catalyst for that adoption of basically EVs, we need to have the power choice. So if a customer wants an EV and only can afford an X amount, we have that option for them as well.
Okay, thank you.